Hello there and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. I want to welcome you to my channel and welcome you to my bedroom. So this is how my bedroom is looking. It is very dark and I never really realized how dark it was before I painted my living room white. I painted it Benjamin Moore's silver satin and boy did I love it. So you know me, I decided to come up here to the bedroom and just do a total refresh. So that's what we're doing today. I'm starting out, I'm taking everything off the walls. We're going to then clean the walls, prep all of the nail holes, any blemishes that we see. We're going to be spackling them and sanding them and getting ready to refresh the entire room. So I hope that you guys are here with me. We are going to be doing so much in this video. We're going to also be fixing this severe crack in my plaster ceiling. And I have a really cool technique that I was able to come up with because I have plaster walls that make so much mess whenever you do any type of fixing with them. So what I did was I got a piece of saran wrap and I put some painter tape on it. And now you see me going in with the hammer so that I can break up all of the loose debris. And I'm containing it inside of the saran wrap, which I am so happy that I'm not getting all of this plaster and dust all over my room. So I just wanted to say yesterday was our 30-day, 1 month anniversary for the channel. So I want to say happy anniversary to you all. So before removing it, I just went in and I sprayed it down with a little water so that I can lessen any type of dust that is inside of the saran wrap. So guys, if you have plaster ceilings like I do, definitely try this. I've had this crack for 12 years and I was intimidated to not mess with it because I didn't want to first mess it up even more. And I'm a dust, I hate the dust. I hate doing projects where there's going to be a lot of dust. So I'm always thinking of how I can avoid dust. So as you saw, even when I'm taking down the loose debris, I have like a box that I'm just trying to collect the dust in. Now that we have the surface clean, I'm just going in with a little caulk. I read somewhere that putting caulk inside of cracks like this in plaster is a good thing. So we're going to let that dry and then we're going to come back in with a little spackle to just fill in the large gaps. We're going to let it dry. We're going to sand it. And then we're going to go in with a little stippling brush. And I know you guys are going to laugh at me because this is not the type of brush that I should be using. But I got the perfect technique because my ceiling is not flat because it's plaster. So it has like a little knockdown effect. So this was the best option for me. And after I painted it, it looked like I had never had any type of crack there. So in my overall plan for the room, I wanted to move, well, my husband and I wanted to move our TV that was sitting on like a long console table up to on the wall. So before we got painted, my husband wanted to just put the template and drill all the holes so that we wouldn't mess up the freshly painted walls. So I'm just showing here a little hack that we do. We either use a dustpan or we use like a little envelope and we tape it below whatever type of hole that we're going to be making, and that catches all of the debris. Again, I do not like dust. So when I was thinking of my design, I had this ottoman that was very dull. It's a brown faux suede ottoman that I've had for a long time. And I always wanted one of those Studio McGee checker stripe ottomans. But I didn't want to like get rid of this because it's perfectly, you know, perfect ottoman. So I didn't want to be wasteful. So I went to Joann's craft store and I picked up two types of fabric. So you saw the first one was like a herringbone and this one is a window pane. So I think the window pane went much better with my color scheme. So I just laid out the fabric. I measured the size of the ottoman, which is a perfect cube. And then I'm now going in and just matching the pattern. It's very important if you're working with a pattern that you match it. So I'm just taking the time to pin it. I'm using a 1/2 inch seam and I'm just pinning around the entire cube. And if you guys didn't know, I actually have a background in fashion. I started out in fashion design and I work in production. I'm a production manager and I've been doing it for over 20 some odd years. So sewing and working with clothes and fabrics is what I do, you know, for my actual job. So I do like to do a lot of projects at home, but I do not have a sewing machine at this time. So we are going to be using the next best thing, which is a fabric fuse glue. And it turned out amazing. So don't be intimidated if you don't have a sewing machine. You can always use fabric glue, or you can use, they have like a seam tape that you iron on. So there's always options. So this is just not any ordinary glue. This is a fabric glue, so it dries, you know, a little quicker and it's easier to work with. So if you do attempt to do anything like this, make sure when you go to the fabric or craft store that you get fabric glue. So this is how it turned out, and we're going to be moving over to doing the painting. Now I shared in-depth painting in my living room and also in my family room makeover, so I'm not going to go into depth. I'm just going to show, you know, little pieces of the painting project. So I used silver satin paint on my ceiling and my walls, and I used a eggshell finish, and on the trim I used white dove, and I just love the soft effect that it, you know, brought to the entire room. And you're gonna see in part 2 how I'm able to come in and add all of my finishings and make the room look amazing. We're gonna be layering in different types of fabrics, textures, You guys will really enjoy this makeover. So that's going to be coming out on Sunday. So if you are new, I just want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I am so excited with all of the projects that I'm able to share with you guys, and you've been receiving them so well, so thank you so much. At the end of the video, we're going to do a quick project recap, and I always have the playlist in the description so you can catch up on any videos that you might have missed. So I just wanted to share a quick sneak peek at some of the textiles that we're going to be adding in part 2. So all I can say is I love it. It is so bright. It's not even a sunny day, as you can see. It's cloudy, but the sun, the light is pouring into my space, and I absolutely love it. So I had to share my view. It's absolutely amazing today. I want to thank you guys for joining me. We are going into the project recap right now, so if you haven't watched any of these videos, check out the playlist. Until the next time, which will be Sunday, have a blessed day, and I'll see you back here. Take care.